Hey, what's up, furniture nerds? Welcome to another episode of Flat Packs Exposed, the review series, brought to you by Prime Spaces.
Hey, what's up, furniture nerds? Doing a quick unboxing for this farmhouse style lift top coffee table that I'm about to assemble. And so I'm just showing you guys everything as it is out of the box. So in case you're shopping this particular lift top coffee table and you plan on putting it together yourself, here's a little bit of what to expect. So it ships in a large flat box, as you can see there. It's actually quite heavy, so you'll probably need a couple of set of hands to lift it and get it to the area where you're going to assemble it. So basically what I like to do when I'm bringing parts out of the box is I like to start organizing them, if not by number, by size, because typically, parts that look similar and on the same size usually are used during the same step. So you can see here, like these two are very, very similar. So these two are similar. This one will probably be during the same step. This one may be during another step, so on and so forth. This right here is the tabletop. It's actually pretty heavy, solid, nice color. I really like the color as the kind of natural light bounces off of it. But yeah, here's the tabletop. So on the wall here, I have the larger pieces that make up the entire table in the cabinet in the storage area. Over here, we have the dividers for the middle shelf. These two right here are the sliding doors. You can see that they are grooved, really, really nice farmhouse style. These right here are the table cabinet sides. So again, it has that barn style design to it. Here we have the roller glide attached to this wooden piece. So this is gonna go across the front of the table. And then these right here, I'm assuming are the shelves that go across the bottom and the middle right here. Now over here we have all of the hardware parts. You can see that they are all individually packaged and organized, which is a major plus. That means during the assembly you won't have to be doing any of the organizing yourself, so definitely save some time. These four pieces right here make up the lift mechanism. So these are the loaded springs, and these two metal pieces are where these springs are going to attach to. These are going to be the rollers that are going to go on the farm style doors over there. And then here we have the instruction manual. Here we have a quick parts list, basically a blown up version of the assembled piece, so you can see where all the parts are going to be going. And then you can identify the hardware here, so you want to make sure you have all of the pieces, which they already come pre-organized. And then it gets into the instructions. So the first thing I'm noticing is that they do a couple of good things here. In the top, they have all of the parts that you're going to need in black, and then it has the quantities that you'll need, so you can gather all those before you start this step. Also, what they do is they use these small blown up illustrations to really show how you're supposed to be orienting parts. That way you're putting them in the correct way, and they just do that throughout all of the steps. Now, one quick thing I do want to point out, they have these styrofoam parts and stuff like that that they use as packaging. There's actually two of these, and so if you don't have a soft surface to do the assembly on, or like a blanket or anything like that, you can use the packaging that they have inside here. So they have this one, they also have another one that's still inside the box to protect your floors and to protect your furniture. So it doesn't look like there's too many parts, but I do have my work cut out for me. This will probably take me a couple of hours to put together, but I'm going to show you guys the finished product in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, what's up, furniture nerds? Doing a quick review for this farmhouse style lift top coffee table, and my initial reaction after assembling it is that this coffee table is awesome, especially if you like that farmhouse aesthetic, right? So let's quickly kind of look at the table, see what it has to offer. That way you can make a more informed purchasing decision if you are shopping this particular coffee table or another one. So the first thing I'll say about this table is that it is very, very, very sturdy. It is not something that you can just move around without actually putting some effort into it. It's not so heavy, right, that you can't move it, but at the same time, it's a pretty decent size table in terms of width and depth. It's definitely the centerpiece of this particular living room. So this one is two-tone. It's got the white or ivory body with the brown sort of rustic tabletop, and so I think the combination of the two really, really sort of helps accentuate the room. As you can see, the tabletop is sort of along the same colors as the floor, so it matches it very, very well. So it also has these black accents right here that go along the corners and across the rail right here, so it has that dark sort of accent to it. And the doors slide relatively easy. The way that they are guided is by these black sort of tabs right here on both sides. That way it doesn't come off. Now, if you do need to take it off, it is pretty easy. All you really have to do is just lift it up like this, and you can see that it's already off the track. But I'm just going to keep it on for demonstration purposes. So the doors are also grooved, right? This isn't just some print-on design. This actually has grooves right here, so it definitely has that real feel farmhouse style to it. And along the side as well, you can tell that these sort of look like barn doors right here. So again, if you really like this farmhouse style, this one can definitely be for you. Sitting in the middle, it also has this kind of cubby area area, right, where you can store things, which is great for obviously storage and just tucking things away so that the area kind of remains tidy. And to lift the table, it is really, really easy. You literally just lift it up and you just slide it back, right? So this is meant to come over your lap as you're sitting down on your couch, right? And you want to watch your TV, which hasn't been mounted yet, as you can see. Now, if we go around the back, you can kind of get an idea of all the storage space that you have. So it's pretty spacious. You can keep things here. This one is obviously a lot bigger. And so it's just a really, really nice coffee table. I really like it. It also has the grooved back panel as well. So overall, this thing looks really, really nice. And of course, when you want to put it down, you simply just push it forward like this. And it is closed. Now, the assembly process wasn't bad at all. In fact, it took me right around 2 hours to complete. I did complete it on an elevated work table, so I wasn't kind of hunched over or like hurting my knees during the process. So I would suggest that you do that as well. And I did use an electric drill, which definitely helped to expedite the process, right? So an electric drill, 2 hours seems about right. But if you're not going to use a drill, it could take you probably 2.5, maybe 3 hours if you're going to use a manual tool like a screwdriver or the Allen key that it comes with, right? It really comes down to the tools you use and the experience that you have assembling stuff. And the instruction manual was pretty clear. They laid out all the parts and pieces. They even had blown up illustrations just so you can see exactly how parts are supposed to be oriented before you put them together. And in the instructions, they also use words as well to call out specific parts of each step to put a particular part in a specific direction. So just make sure you look out for those little details. But overall, I really like this farmhouse style lift top coffee table. I highly recommend that you go ahead and check it out, and I will see you on the next review.